you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk about things life, love, spirituality, love, attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. I'm an intuitive reader, a Reiki practitioner, a manifesting coach, and a life path guide and mentor here to help you along your awakening journey so that you can co-create the life of your dreams. And recently I had a mentorship client just manifest a bunch of different things in 1 week. And we had been working together in the 8-week mentorship that I run. And it is fantastic. So if any of you guys want to sign up to join in with me, your life will literally transform. And this is proof. This is proof how it works. So I want to share this success story. So when this client stumbled across my channel, she felt guided to reach out. She's watching a video and she's like, I feel like I just need to do it. I just need to do it. So she did it. She put the mentorship on her credit card. And then she went full blown into changing her inner world. She had just taken a job that she wasn't super happy with, but it paid the bills and it gave her time and space to be alone with the work that she was doing. She was taking long walks, gathering things outside for the company she's working for, gathering information, but she found out that the universe gave her this opportunity to be alone a lot. 2 gifts within a job that she thought would not be favorable. Okay, so we always have to see the gift in things. And then she met this guy that she was really attracted to, and they had an interaction that was really, really awesome. And so now she's thinking, okay, maybe I was guided to just have more time and space to think to myself, have money in the bank, and maybe not do my full spiritual mission yet, but maybe this is a stepping stone. So basically, what I'm telling you guys that she did was she surrendered. She surrendered to where she was and she saw the gifts in it. And she did not complain. She even had to take these tests monthly at her job. And we both were like on a call one day and we're like, let's manifest these tests going away. Why not? Let's just try it out. Literally within 2 weeks, the company stopped giving the tests. We were like jumping up and down on the call together. Our spirits were jumping. We're like, oh my gosh, we literally talked about that on the call a couple weeks ago. And she manifested it. So when we're working together, we're doing it together. I'm doing it with you. I'm going home and journaling my manifestation energy for you. And this is what's possible. So the first thing she did was she surrendered to her environment. She saw the good in it and she started to change her inner world. So when she was on these long walks, doing the tasks at work, she was doing her affirmations, thinking good thoughts. And then we practiced with manifesting something small at the job, like getting rid of these tests, which was kind of a big deal because if you didn't pass it, I think they gave you 3 tries. If you didn't pass it, you get fired. So it was very like pressure filled and just not a good energy to be working in. So we manifested it going away. She doesn't have to take them anymore. And then in the first week or two, I told her to pick an amount of money that she wanted to manifest. And I'm not sure if she specifically picked $10,000, but I think about 5 weeks later, I don't know all the specifics, but I know that she felt inspired a couple weeks later to sell a tractor that she owns on her property. And the person that she was selling it to offered her $10,000 more than what she owed on it. So she was like, oh my gosh, this is also coming in. This all happened in the same week. The removal of the test, the tractor selling for $10,000 over the asking price of what she owed. And then the guy that she met, in these 7 to 8 weeks, he was kind of ghosting her and kind of doing strange things. Like they did the typical honeymoon phase and then they kind of separated for a bit. And in these 8 weeks, we manifested him pursuing her again. And he was like literally finding ways to reach out to her. He has her cell phone, but he was finding different ways. He was sending her memes through Facebook Messenger. It's like he was so persistent, and I don't even think he knew why he was doing it. I think her energy is just so grounded and queen-like, and she's in this receptive mode, receiving everything she wants, that he just felt it. And he was just persistent, pursuing. And we were on the call, and she's like, Michelle, he's been messaging me like every day. And we went from talking about that 5 weeks ago to her being like, I don't even know if I want this. I want to be treated better. I don't want a man that's not going to pursue me. And she manifested all of this. So when you work with somebody to hone your inner world, what she really did was she was diligent with her affirmations. She was saying affirmations in the morning in the mirror. She was saying them on her walk. She was tracking all of the signs. She was finding feathers everywhere. She even was feeling like her psychic abilities were enhancing. Like the one day she saw a beautiful sunset and she wanted to send it to her special person. And she was like, you know what? I'm not going to. He ended up taking a picture of the sunset that night and he sent it to her. So she was realizing, wow, we're really in alignment. So she worked on her energy so much. She was doing self Reiki, and she just dedicated her whole 8 weeks of working with me to being better. And another big thing that I want to mention that she did and that all of you can do is we took a look at her phone. Okay, we looked at the messages that were coming into her phone, who was demanding of her time and energy, who was a message where she looked at it and didn't feel good. She felt tight and restricted in her body. So what we did was we spoke up to those people and said, please no longer message me. I got a lot going on. Or she blocked them, or she deactivated Facebook, which I believe she did do that. And then her special person found her through Facebook messaging, because you can still have Facebook messaging even though you deactivate your Facebook, I believe, or maybe yeah, I think you could still have that. But she she basically put a wall up to any energy leaks. She wasn't allowing her siblings or family members to pull on her energy, to ask her for money, to ask her for assistance. She literally said no. She put up an energetic wall, and I believe that's really what did it, because that was the last thing she did. She had been doing the affirmations all along, but the real change was her finally blocking the siphoning energy in her life. Because sometimes the universe won't bring us these manifestations because it's worried that we're going to sabotage it by giving it away to people who are toxic, right? Or that we're not going to be strong enough to say no to people that are going to come and try to hijack our joy. So we did that beforehand. We helped her turn away all the siphoning energy. And she was literally in her own little bubble for like 2 weeks of not having her ex reach out to her. She was not having her siblings reach out to her. She literally was in her own field, generating all of this good energy. And that's what brought all of this in. I believe it is. Because when we say no, the universe says yes. Okay. So when you say no and you choose yourself and you don't give anything away, you don't have any energy leaks, you're really focused on your manifestations. You're focused on your life. You just want a better life for yourself and for your family and for your kids and for your loved ones. And you just literally put those blinders on and you're like, nope, not dealing with that crap. And then that's when everything comes in, because you're finally doing what your spirit wants you to do. It wants you to choose you. She also did a ton of inner work on looking at the root cause of why she was attracting men in her life that didn't treat her well. And we tied it back to her dad. Her dad was there in her life. She was pretty much his caretaker. He had some things that he was dealing with where he couldn't be a masculine man for her. He was verbally abusive sometimes. And she literally was his nurturer. She was taking care of him as a young child. She was the parent. And she realized that those were the types of men she was attracting. She was attracting men who she had to parent, and they had addictions and they had things and obsessive behavior. And she was always trying to fight it, and it wasn't really what she wanted. And so we realized that. We got to the root, we revised it. We went back and said that her dad was present and she didn't have to parent him, and he took care of her and he was bringing her flowers. And that's when her special person really started to come around and pursue her. So the inner work you do with me in the mentorship for a couple weeks always has a delayed response. Things start to happen weeks later, and it's because you're being diligent and you keep being consistent with what you're doing. You're loving yourself consistently. You're saying no to the leaks. You're saying yes to you. And you're working on your affirmations. You're working on this 24/7. You're not allowing a single negative thought in. You're just blanking the mind and being in the present moment, walking in nature, feeling really good. And nature is a huge piece. Before I end this video, I want to tell you guys that if you're not in nature every single day, I'm not saying you can't manifest, but you will manifest a heck of a lot faster if you're out in nature, because it's a natural cleanse for your energy. You're not going to be getting into your bed every night with other people's energy on you, and you can get energy through a cell phone. You can get energy through a text message, through a Facebook message, through an Instagram post. So you want to cleanse yourself fully. It's like a full wash, right? Do it in nature. Go for a walk every night for 20 minutes before you go to bed. I guarantee you will sleep so good and you will wake up feeling fresh, because you're not going to bed with these leaks on you, right? Or these cords attached to you. So there's all these different things my client did during our mentorship that really sparked these manifestations to flood in like a tsunami. It literally happened all in 1 week. So she did her affirmation, she worked in nature, she blocked people that were siphoning her energy. I helped manifest with her. I was writing things down in my journal for her. She was staying positive. She wasn't taking things personally at work when there was competitive women trying to say certain things to her. She kept grounded and she stayed neutral. And this is us mastering the ego. The ego wants to respond. The ego wants to judge and criticize. And the ego wants to know when the manifestation is going to arrive. Now that I think about it, there wasn't one call where this client got on the call and said, Michelle, where's my manifestation? I don't know where it is. She just didn't have that energy. She was very observant of the ego and how it does that. And she knows she's not her ego. She was just grateful to be on every call. And she's like, I'm really excited to talk to you this week. I can't wait. I love our talks. Like she just was this bubbly, fun person to talk to every week. And it's because she has created that in herself. Her inner world is so pure and so good. So now she's receiving all of that. And what was sad before is that other people were taking advantage of her. She wasn't fully seeing how awesome she was until I was shining a light on her and being like, you're fantastic. Like, push away these negative energies. Do not let these people text you. You are too good. You're too high up on the dance floor now to go back down. And sometimes we need somebody to tell us that. We don't see our light. She wasn't seeing her level of consciousness. She was beyond these people that she was engaging with. And that's what we need. We need to surround ourselves with people that are further along the journey than us. And they are, so-called smarter than us because we don't want to be the smartest person in the room. We want to be growing and learning. So if you need help on your journey, if you want results like my client got with all of these small things just unfolding right in front of her, money, the man, the opportunities, the work hiccups and annoyances just falling away. She literally manifested these written tests going away that they've been doing for years at this company. So you are capable too. You can manifest anything. If there's anything in your life right now that you don't like, go into your affirmations and say, I am so grateful that this has fallen away. I am so grateful that I am now going to work feeling good and I don't have to take those tests anymore and it feels amazing. And maybe don't even say that, just say that you're going to work feeling so good. The universe will know that those tests don't make you feel good, so it will remove it. We don't always want to mention the negative part in our affirmation. So that was probably bad advice, but you guys know what I'm saying. You want to plant the seed of what you want. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. Okay. So if you want to work with me, everything is below. I do a mentorship. I do one-to-one coaching. I have a group coaching program. I help people co-create the life of their dreams through the healing process, through the awareness of the mind, and really just self-love. I'm teaching you to see your light and to not settle and to not fall back off of that dance floor. You're already on the dance floor with the universe. Stay there and wake up every day, dress yourself up, feel good, go into every store, every environment, knowing that you are somebody that can add value. You are somebody, okay? You're not just this person that needs to hide in our world. We need your light. And if you need me to remind you of that, then book a session with me and I will. And if you feel called to donate, I love seeing the donations that come in because that means this is doing something for you. I need that validation too sometimes to know that what I'm doing is good, right? So like I'm mirroring back to you that you guys are amazing and you're shining your light. And sometimes I need that too. And that's why I have a mentor as well. But when you guys donate or when you comment, it makes me feel good and it makes me want to keep going because I want to help change our world. And I want to help you change your reality so that you can influence your community as well. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. I will send you all on your way. Take this good energy with you. Let it infuse you for the rest of this day or for this evening. Go to sleep tonight knowing that you are so amazing and you can create anything. All right, lovies, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. All right, peace out.